This is the intro to my submission video. My name is Annalisa. I'm 18 years old, and you will hear the rest when you watch the rest of this video. I use the JamesCharles palette. I started doing makeup about 2 years ago, and I got into it because I do a lot of modeling. Born and raised in Houston, only my mom, she's a single mother, and the best mother ever. My dad is an attorney, and he has never contributed, so my mom has always been the one to be there for me. Lots of things happened with my dad. I ended up transferring to a different high school due to what happened with my dad and all the chaos that came with that. Then I ended up dropping out of high school, and I finished high school still, but I dropped out and really focused on makeup. After I dropped out, I literally worked with so many brands. I've really been showcasing my talent for makeup, music, clothing, all of that since I was like 15 years old. I know this is like very cliche for someone to say that's young, but I was always doing things that no one my age was doing. The coolest thing to me is that you can have this online life as well as real life, which they're both the same. It's just being able to interact with people from all around the world, people you don't know, people you will never meet face to face. Even while I was in high school, I was always working because I wanted to help my mom. And a lot of people say that, but I mean it. I was literally always giving my mom the money I made, trying to help her out. All of my other cousins had a really good, stable income with their family, and my mom always worked hard. She's never failed to do anything for me. I'm not saying I didn't have a good life. I'm just saying things were a little bit different for me, and I felt that I just always felt outcasted. And I know a lot of people say that, and at times it can be cringy, but if you actually knew me, you would know that that is 100% true. I have been with my boyfriend for 5 years, since middle school. Crazy, right? We moved together and got our own apartment. Currently living in Arlington, Texas, but I am born and raised in Houston, and I plan on going back as soon as I can. And while I was in high school, it was my freshman year, I actually came out with my own clothing brand. It's called Pink Supply, and I got a job, started paying for everything to make things happen. Even now, spending hundreds of dollars of my own money, my own hard-earned money, and making clothing is not cheap in any way. And it's actually funny because in one video that Jaclyn Hill and JamesCharles did together, they actually read one of my tweets, and I was so excited. I posted it on my Instagram. Also, I always do a lot of crazy makeup looks, but I'm gonna put some pictures on the screen of some looks that I have done so you can see them. I also love Mariah Carey, like, to death. I love singing, acting, modeling, all of that. I've been doing that my whole life. There's so many talented artists out there, and so many people that deserve recognition for their work. Literally, like, 5-year-old kids are doing makeup on Instagram now, which is really cool. It's just insane, like crazy. I love how like the whole video is just me talking and then getting into the makeup tutorial at the very end. I'm so sorry. I usually do makeup tutorials. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I just really wanted to get all that information out because I never talk about my life online. The only thing I've ever talked about was something really personal on Instagram, and it's because the guy that was involved in that was sent to jail the day of my birthday, and it meant a lot to me. Other than that, a lot of people don't know a ton about my mom or my dad, but I really love this JamesCharles palette. I really love JamesCharles. I think it's cool how he is, and at the time that he got famous, was super young, and that's really inspiring, especially for younger makeup artists. Regardless of what happened, wishing the best for everybody that is auditioning and everybody that gets on the show. That's a really big opportunity because it's a chance for people to really showcase their talent, and I think that there should be more of that. I think that it's something that's important and that should be recognized more, and hopefully in the future it is. I'm really just excited to see what this show has in store and like what the challenges are, because I love watching shows like that. I literally was watching RuPaul's Drag Race yesterday and it was so intense. Okay, but I'm living for this. Like, this blouse and this basic simple glam is so cute. I don't like overlining them. I know a lot of people do. There's nothing wrong with that, girl. I just feel like my lips are already an interesting shape. And if I do one thing a little off, it would just look terrible, and everybody would be able to tell. Gloss is literally the best thing ever made, aside from highlighter and bronzer and blush. So this is the final look. I love this so much. I literally don't have anywhere to go, but oh my god, I wish I did.